Let's pay them bills. Let's pay them bills. Let's pay them bills. Where the heck is my... I'm tired. I'm fried. Good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? It's Friday. You guys excited? Are you guys excited? I know I look straight up crazy, but happy Friday to you. It's a new day. It's a new day. I'm about to go get me some coffee at Wawa. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm back like I never left. I'm back like I never left. I'm back like I never left. I can't be breaking my glasses. Can't be breaking these, honey. Happy Friday. On my way to the gym. I got my hair in braids today. Yes, yes. See the braids? I've been liking the braid out. What that looks like on my hair. I love it. And that's what I've been wearing on my hair. Well, good morning. How y'all doing today? Happy Friday. Are you guys excited about the Friday, the weekend? Not that it matters to me, but are you guys excited? Who's off on the weekends? Number one. Let's just ask that question. Let's just get that out of the way. Who works on the weekends? Or who's off on the weekends? If you off on the weekends, you really got it going on. Because I'm telling you, I've been working weekends all my life, honey. I ain't never had a job where I had weekends off. Ever. You like my little jailbird braids? You like my jail braids, honey? Can you guys give me a thumbs up? I see I got 7 people watching me. Can y'all give me a thumbs up, please? I'm just asking one time. Just one time. Just one time for me. Give me some thumbs up, please. Show your girl some love. Show me some love, baby. It's going to be a great weekend. I know y'all can't see me. I know y'all can't see me. I understand. I know y'all can't see me. That's okay. Walmart wasn't really too packed today. I usually don't like to go in there when there's like 50,000 cars out here. You know, I like to move in silence, baby. I like to move when nobody's up. I like to be slithering around out here in this world when everybody's still asleep. That way I can get a head start to my day. Yes, peaceful and quiet. Not very many people moving around. So I woke up this morning, guys, and it was flurry. It was snow flurries. And I guess that was just some of the mist that was in the air, some of the moisture that was in the air just froze. So I was like, Lord knows, it better not snow today because I got to go to work. You're definitely right. Jesus loves me and he loves you too, sis. I agree. I agree with you. So I'm taking my slow ride, my slow drive all the way to the gym. Y'all know I live in the gym. Y'all know I can't help it. Y'all know I can't help that gym life. So I'm taking my slow road all the way there. So I did my paperwork for YouTube. So hopefully I can be monetized and have some ads on my videos by sometime next week. So that'd be amazing. I can start making money from YouTube. Hopefully you guys will still be here to support me. If you guys are new here, I am a single woman and I live in a homeless shelter in the United States of America, and I talk about my homeless journey. Yes, I am homeless. Some people say, well, you're not homeless because you have a place to lay your head. I said, well, it's not my place. A homeless shelter is not my place. That is not my place. So I do consider myself homeless. I do, because I am. Because when you have your own place, you have an address and everything. That is considered that you have, you have housing, whether it's an apartment or your own house or whatever. I am considered homeless. If I don't have a lease or a deed to a house in my name, I'm a homeless person in the United States of America. So, yes, I've been living in a homeless shelter now for a couple of months, but I've been homeless since 2024, January of 2024. So that's my story. And I'm going to continue to share it. Some people get mad at me for sharing. Some people say you shouldn't share, and you shouldn't this, you shouldn't that. I'm going to share my story because the story needs to be told. People need to know and understand what it's like to be living homeless, living in a homeless shelter. I did stay in my car, and I'm not embarrassed. So please do not come here and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like I don't need anybody to say they're sorry because this is my life. I'm not sorry. So, I made some actions. I did something that I wasn't supposed to do. I violated my lease and I was terminated out of my apartment. And I just come here to spread it. Them landlords, they don't mind kicking you out if you do something wrong. They definitely don't mind getting rid of you if you didn't pay your bills. But my eviction had nothing to do with non-payment of rent. So I just want to let y'all know you can get evicted out of your apartment even for violating your lease. And that's what I did. So I talk about that. I share my journey. I share my story. And I'm sticking to it. Like, I'm never going to stop sharing. This is what YouTube is about. YouTube is about talking about things. When you go to a YouTube channel, you're going to hear people talking. And that's what it's about. Talking and sharing. You know what I mean? Talking and sharing. That's what it's about. Talking and sharing. That's what it's about. I'm on my way to the gym, y'all. And this is pretty much what I do every morning. I have the same routine. So when I was laying in bed today at the shelter, I was thinking, like, I do the same crap every day and I'm bored. I'm bored with this routine that I have. It's the same old stuff. You know what I mean? Same old thing. I try to escape the shelter because I don't want to be in there with those girls. So there's really nothing there. I got in last night at 9 o'clock, like 9:05, maybe a little bit after 9. And they start doing chores at 9 o'clock. And I noticed when they had me for chores, because I have to do chores now. I think I did chores like my second week there. They had me scheduled for chores, which is fine, no problem. I don't mind following rules and all that stuff. I have no problem with that because you got to stay, to stay in the shelter, you got to do chores. But the funny thing was, at the other shelter, I didn't have any chores to do because I had a job. But here, I still have to go to work and then come here and do a chore, which is fine. But sometimes when you're doing a chore, you're cleaning up somebody else's crap that they left behind, which is lazy. Staff members should be on those girls when they're in the shelter to say, hey, when they're eating dinner and stuff, y'all should be looking after these women to see if they're doing what they're supposed to do, like cleaning up behind themselves. Why am I looking inside the sink and why am I seeing dirty baby bottles in there? Why am I seeing dirty baby bottles? If it's your baby's bottle, I shouldn't have to wash your baby's bottle. That's your responsibility to wash your baby's bottle, right? You should be washing your own baby's bottle. I'm like, why is there a baby's bottle in here? I just rinsed it out and put it in. I'm not washing your baby's bottle. You're the mother. You wash your own baby's bottle. That's your baby. Y'all shouldn't have other girls responsible for washing someone else's baby's bottle. No, that's your baby. You wash your own baby's bottle. It's like me saying, oh, let me go get the diapers out the room. Like, no, make the girls responsible for their own stuff. That's their child. They should be washing their own baby stuff. But good morning to everybody. Must be explained to drive around. I guess it is, huh? I guess it is. Great morning, everyone. How you doing? But her man has to make Grand Rising. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning. Yes, I'm on my way to the gym so I can work out this body, baby. So I can work out this body, baby. Got some coffee, so y'all know I'm in a good mood, right? We're going to go get up on that treadmill and run like the wind, my dear. But I'm not running today, so I'm just going to do the elliptical machine, and then I'm going to go do my yoga. Yes. I think I want to find me a Pilates studio somewhere and see what that's about. Because Pilates looks fun, but they say it's really hard. I would like to try my hand at Pilates and see how that's going to go for me. I want to see how that's going to go for me. But happy Friday to everybody. Do you guys have anything planned for the weekend? Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys got anything going on for the weekend? I don't, because unfortunately I'm not off for the weekend. Yes, I'm not off for the weekend, guys. I got my Wawa coffee. Yes, I do. That's why I'm talking crazy this morning. Hi, Caesar. What's going on? How you been doing, my friend? Are you going to the gym too? Okay, go Caesar. Go Caesar. Hey, hey, hey. Go, go, go. One up for the gym folks early in the morning. I like to do the gym early in the morning. If I go to the gym in the afternoon or something, it just doesn't feel right. So I like the early morning energy that be in that gym. I just love it. When I go there and walk through that door and I see people on them treadmills and on them ellipticals, I feel like, yeah, it's time for me to get on mine. I've been just wanting to jump out the car and jump right on the machine. But I'm never prepared like that. So I'm never fully prepared. So, but I think I'm going to go to another Planet Fitness today. We're going to go to another one. I get to go to any Planet Fitness I want because I got that black card, honey. So I can go to any Planet Fitness I choose to, which is so nice. I like that. I don't have to stay in one place, but to be honest with you guys, I want to go to another gym. I'm ready to be done with Planet Fitness and go to another gym. Like, even if I have to pay a couple extra dollars, I want to go to another gym that see if they have like those classes I like group fitness too. I like working out with like 20 people. I love group fitness. I like that. So with the trainer, that's the last gym I was at before I went back to Planet Fitness. I kind of go around. When I get sick of this, I go to something else. And this other gym that I was a part of, it had a pool, it had a sauna, it had a one of those heated rooms that you can go into to sweat. One of those sweat rooms. They had sauna. They had so many different things, and somebody was like, "Oh my God, you pay this much?" I think the gym was like $60 a month, but it was worth it because you got the pool, you got a jacuzzi, you got all the works with it, you know. So it was worth it for me. Some things are worth to pay for because if you like, you know, the extra little amenities, you got to get it. It's been so cold out in New York. Need to buy a coat for the season. You don't have a jacket? Should have never threw away my old coat. Should have done that. Yeah, you got to keep your jackets, man. Got to keep your jackets. I mean, we're in winter now. I don't know if this is still considered fall or winter. I don't even know, but this is anything that's cold is considered winter to me. So if it's cold, it's winter. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, it's cold. But thank God I'm in the shelter. I woke up in the shelter and it was so warm in my bed. I was like, okay. It looked like the last girl that came in there that sleep on that top bunk. I don't know if she left, but she wasn't there last night. So when I got up this morning to go sign out, the counselor lady was like, we didn't know. She was like, what time did you come in last night? I said, I came here like 9 something, 9:05, 9:10. She was like, oh, okay, because nobody signed you in. I was like, well, when I came in here, nobody was at this front desk. What am I supposed to sit there and wait for somebody to come in? Like, you know, y'all supposed to be sitting at the front desk all the time. Them staff members just be doing what they want to do. They just do what they want, child. They just do what they want. I started with Planet Fitness. I started with Planet Fitness, then went to Blink Fitness. Okay. And we'll say Planet Fitness has better equipment. Oh, it has better equipment, really? Than Blink Fitness, and should have been the other way around. Yeah. I mean, Planet Fitness is the cheapest option that you have as far as gyms or whatever, especially in my area. It's the cheapest, but they have other gyms too. But mostly the other gyms are more money. But I want to do something different. I'm over Planet Fitness a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm over them a little bit. I'm tired of. It's kind of boring now. I need to move on and do something different. I don't know if I want to do Pilates or join like a Pilates studio, but I know Pilates is not cheap. So I wonder how much of Pilates, like if I can get a membership with Pilates and just start doing that for a couple of months, how expensive that would be. I was thinking about doing like jujitsu. What is it called? Jujitsu or jujitsu? I was interested in that, but I have to look into it because of the hours that I work, I might not be able to always like go. But I was looking into jujitsu. That's interesting. I want to do something totally different for my body because I got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep moving every day. I have to move every day. Like every day, I got to move my body. Yeah, that stuff. Staff members do what they want. And it's sad. I stayed at a shelter at one time. How long did you stay at the shelter for? The shelter life sucks, but you know, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice in the matter. I have to stay where I need to stay to stay warm at least. But it is what it is. There ain't nothing I can do about it. You know, I can complain and say all the stuff I want, but where's that gonna get me? Probably in the hot seat. They're gonna be out to. They're gonna be out for me if I start complaining. You know what I mean? So I gotta kind of lay low a little bit, keep my mouth, keep my head down. Even though I don't walk with my head down, I walk with my head high in the air, but keep my nose clean and just mind my business. I'm not. I do. People say, "Oh, you're not minding your business," because people come here all the time and they try to attack me and say, "Well, you need to worry about yourself." I am worried about myself, and I'm worried about everybody else around me too. So if I choose to come on this platform and talk, that's what I'm going to do. So for the trolls and the people that come here and leave nasty comments about me needing to worry about myself, no, I'm worried about me and I'm worried about everybody else around me. So if I see somebody around me doing some dumb stuff, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to talk about it because I can, because it's not illegal. I'm not doing nothing illegal here. So when the trolls come in here and try to tell me to worry about me, sis, I'm worrying about everybody else too. Yeah. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to talk about it. Staff members are lazy, and the girl that's in my room is a pig because she sleeps on a bottom bunk. It's bunk beds in the room, right? She leaves all her crap, and as soon as you walk in the door, she has all her garbage and stuff right there on the floor. Her shoes, All her stuff is just laid on the floor next to her bed. She got clothes hanged up on it. Like, I thought that was a rule that we can't have stuff hanging here and hanging there, and we got to keep things tidy. But this girl ain't keeping nothing tidy, because if you walk in the room, you could trip over her shoes because the shoes are right there. They have no respect for. I mean, the girls in my room are okay. They're decent because they mind their business. No one really says too much of anything. Everybody's kind of quiet, just doing their own thing, right? Everybody's kind of minding their own business. But the girl in this room, when you walk into the right, she got that bed. She got stuff all scattered all over the floor. And I'm just looking like, y'all staff members don't see this. Y'all should be telling her, look, sis, you need to get this stuff up because somebody's going to trip and fall. They say nothing. They say nothing. Like the counselors. The counselors should come through there and walk through those rooms every single day to see how people are keeping their rooms. But they don't care. They don't care. So ain't nothing I can say. That'll be the last room I'll be in until it's time for me to hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. That's what she should be saying to people that don't know how to keep their stuff clean. Because she's talking about the girl that has to have stuff scattered all over the floor. She's talking about finding a roommate. I'm like, girl, I don't know who want to be a roommate with you. You got stuff scattered all over the floor here. Who wants a roommate with you, honey? My counselors went on top of the room checks every morning. That's what they should be doing, room checks. They should be doing room checks, like, I think every hour, just to make sure that everybody's okay. Like, nobody's hurting nobody, or nobody's in a bed with another person. Of course, you're not supposed to be finagling with nobody as far as like any kind of sexual contact. You're not supposed to be doing none of that. So the staff would never know because they never really do room checks. I mean, some of them come around, they check the room like one time throughout the night, and then after that, I guess they go in the office and they go to sleep themselves. But they're supposed to be checking on us. You know, I know it's not a prison or anything, but it feels like a prison. I know in jail, those COs got to check on those. They got to check and do their walkarounds every hour. They supposed to. And I think they do because they have to write everything down or whatever. But or nowadays it's probably something that they put on a computer when they checking on people. But you got to check on people because you could have somebody up in there deceased and you would never know unless you're checking on them. But yeah, I do mind my business to a certain extent because somebody was like, you don't mind your business because you're always on here talking. Like, YouTube is a platform where we talk and communicate. So that's just what I do. People get paid to run their mouth. So you can get paid to run your mouth and talk about your situation. What's wrong with that? Nothing. And for the complainers and the people that want to complain about me running my mouth is, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a social media that you show your face? Do you show your face and talk about whatever? No, you don't, because you don't have confidence. You can't do this. You can't do this because you're afraid to get dragged. So I'm one thing I always tell them. I said, listen, sis, they talk about me like a dog on this platform. Do you think I care? You can call me ugly, call me black, call me big nose, call me tar baby. You call me whatever you want to call me. I don't suffer from low self-esteem. So it don't matter what a person thinks I look like. The only thing that matters is how I feel inside. And I feel great. I feel awesome. Every morning I feel amazing. Every morning I feel beautiful. So there's nothing that a troll can say to make me want to go run somewhere in the corner and cry. Oh my God, they said my hair was nappy. Girl, bye. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you later, alligator. I've been doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for like 14. I think this is like my 14th or 15th year. But again, I told y'all this channel right here is fairly new. I only had this channel for a couple of months. It's probably been 8 or 9 months or whatever. But something was telling me when I stayed in my car, something was like, yo, turn on your camera. I believe it was God. I believe the good Lord said, turn your camera on. Turn that camera on, child. And we're going to talk about this. And that's exactly what I did. And look at me now. The subscribers are coming in and they continue to find me. They watch who is clean and not. Well, if they watch it, they need to be telling them clean up your mess. They helped me find an apartment because they saw me as a clean, non-drug person who's working. But that's nice. But you know what? A lot of the times at these shelters, they're not really helping people find anything anymore. They want you to be out there doing it on your own. My counselors on top of room checks. Yeah, well, yeah, lucky. I guess it depends on the shelter because these staff members here, child, you talking about lazy. They just sit in a chair all day. Some of them be doing their job, but I don't really see a lot of room checks being done. I don't really see that, and they should be more on top of the cleanliness of the rooms because y'all want us to do chores, right? Which is fine, right? Keep the kitchen area clean where the girls are eating dinner. That's supposed to be clean. They taking out trash and stuff every day. A chore is something that's done daily inside of a household, right? Understandable. But what about the rooms? They don't say nothing about the rooms, but they want us to clean the rest of the building. You know what I mean? The rest of the building is supposed to stay on top, but um, the rooms they could just, you know, have trash in different places and just have everything just totally disgusting. So they're not really on top of teaching the girls to keep their living space clean. And like I said, I come in and out of there every day with my gym bag. Everything that I have in that shelter is inside my gym bag. I don't put nothing inside of a drawer because when you're in the shelter, you just don't never know if it's going to be your last day. I mean, as long as you're following the rules or whatever, you should be fine. But the shelter is a temporary place. It's not something that you can stay at for too long, especially being someone um, that's not collecting like welfare benefits. If you collect welfare benefits, they say they will keep you up to a year. So, they keep you up to a year if you collect the benefits. So, whatever money or grants they get from the government by having how many people in shelters and stuff like that, they get money for that. They get money for everything. So, somebody like me who make my own money, they looking at me like, how long you gonna stay? And it's hard to come up with the rent money. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to save up because to move into an apartment is going to probably be you're probably going to be paying almost like $4,000 to just move in, for almost upwards to $5,000 to find an apartment and move in. And I'm talking about getting the utilities and stuff cut on and all that. Some utility companies want you to pay a deposit, so it's not an easy task to go get an apartment, especially when you a single person like me. It's not easy, but I'm doing it though, right? We doing it. And they know I'm clean. Like they know I don't finagle. They know, like even the last shelter, they know I don't be getting involved with no BS. They know I'm not a druggie. They know I'm not an alcoholic. They know, but they're not really helping like that. And even at the other shelter, they